This video tutorial will explain how to run the EMFStore framework. To run the EMFStore, you need a model. You can either use your own EMF model, or you can use the example model from the homepage. You can find it here under this link. There is a zip file which you can download. If you need help how to create an EMF model, you can follow this link which points to a tutorial. Once you have downloaded the example model, you need to import that into your Eclipse instance. That can be done by right-clicking in the Package Explorer, select Import, and then Existing Projects into Workspace, and then you point to the root directory where you unzipped the example model. And this contains two projects, and this is basically only an EMF model in the generated code, and this example is modeling a bowling game and league and so on. To run the EMFStore, you need a debug configuration, and you can create it here. So you can double click here to create a new debug configuration. I will call it EMFStore, and you select to run a product, which is the EMFStore server, and in the default case you can just start this debug configuration, and it will include the two model plugins as well as the EMFStore. And down here in the console you see that the EMFStore has started. So now I need to run a client, so I create a second configuration. Again, double click here, I will call it EMFStore client, and you don't have to modify anything. This will just start all plugins in your instance, including the example model. You just click on debug. So once the second instance has started, you can switch to the EMFStore perspective, which you find under Window Open Perspective. And in this perspective there will be two views, the navigator, which allows you to browse projects, local projects, and the EMFStore browser to connect to servers. And by default there's a configuration for the local host, and I also started the server on the local host. So what I will do is I will create a new project in the navigator, a new local project, and I will create model elements from the bowling model. So you click on new model element and select the bowling model and create, for example, a league, and maybe also a tournament. So now I have two model elements in my project, and now I want to share it with the server. So you right click the project and select share project, and there is a default user session which connects to the local server, and you have to log in, and if you don't change the password will be super, so it's username super and password super. So now I click OK, and the project is shared with my local server. And to test the EMFStore, you can also test it locally by checking out a second version of this project. So this can be done in the EMFStore browser. So you open this, and here you see the project which I just shared. And I can right click on it and then check out a second copy. And you see now I have two projects. And if I want to change something, for example, I want to change the name of the league here. See, now I have a change, and can I commit that to the server? You see in the commit dialog that the name has been changed. You can enter something as a commit message, commit that to the server, and then on the second instance you can update this, and you see which changes are applied, and you click on OK, and then you see the second instance is the same. So this tutorial explained a very easy way to get started with the EMFStore. Thank you.